So you see how he brings his base close, which, yes, he starts ripping the arm out. And that's the hard part about big people. I'm gonna be looking at my match with Thomas Bracher. This is from London Open 2025. This is the final of the open weight no-gi. So I go for a guard pull, just classic touch the hands guard pull. And well, my main mission against him is try to get under and try to get to his legs. But he's doing a pretty good job maintaining distance. I also think he's kind of being careful with engaging too hard. So you'll see him walking a little bit around. As soon as I reach, he'll disengage. The thing about Thomas is he's quite explosive and strong. So even though you get like 2-on-1 or something like that, he might just like rip it off. And here we see his second strategy. He kind of goes low, so he goes onto his knee and he tries to dig in with his head, which I'm used to be honest. I feel more vulnerable against loose guard passing styles versus the stacky ones. I have more time. I can usually, I can set up like a reverse close guard like I did there. Here you can see I switched sides because he had one arm inside the reverse close guard. So this gives me the opportunity to go to like an arm saddle. Again, he rips it off quite strong. With big dudes like that, you gotta make sure every angle is correct. You gotta really make sure you're pulling them away from their base, because if they have their base underneath them, they're always gonna be able to posture up and then just pull the arm out. Now they want to take off my ring. The ring is silicone, by the way, so it's not actually an issue. I train with it every day, compete with it. Sometimes the refs, they want me to take it off and I'll just say yes. But silicone ring if you want to invest into something. For some reason this event, you'll see I'm wearing not Progress in this match, sorry Progress. The reason for this was they actually told me I couldn't wear the other rash guard and shorts, which is actually accepted by IBJJF and I've fought in it before. But for some reason, for this division, they didn't want me to fight with it. So yeah, this fight maybe not the most exciting fight in terms of he's not engaging too much and I'm not risking too much either. I'm not too keen on just coming up on top. I'm more keen of actually going for a submission. So I'm trying to catch this reverse armbar here. Was a nice setup, almost into like an arm saddle. Still there though. So you see how he brings his base close, which yes, he starts ripping the arm out. And that's the hard part about big people. And this is kind of like my jiu-jitsu, I feel is always like, I'm either playing an advantageous position for me or it's a neutral position for both of us. Not much happening right now, just Thomas trying to remove my frames and me looking to establish grips and to get under him. So here he goes in for like a knee cut. I push him over. At some point, I believe I also go into like a reverse close guard again. Yeah, no, not there. Here again, going for the arm saddle. I'm pretty much spamming the same moves over and over, hoping it sticks. But you can't see the points on the screen now, but I know that I have some advantages. So I'm leading and the time is slowly running out. So once again, I have a pretty good bite on his arm. He has these sudden bursts of movement, but little to no, like he doesn't gain any position out of it. Can I skip a little bit ahead? So now I have the reverse close guard. I actually get his butt to the floor, which is pretty nice. And so I'm trying to attack his near leg, usually going for like a heel hook. That's my main attack, but toe holds is very nice as well, or A block is also one of the things. So he manages to stand up, and from there I'm trying to like X the far leg and knee bar. And to be honest, I think I overextended his knee a little bit, but he managed to rotate it, so then he got free. Anyways, I think now at this point I'm just like rolling out of everything he's throwing at me, because I know the time is running out. So now, time. It was a good match. I do like it's obviously you'll have some matchups where it's hard to do anything. You have to kind of adjust your jiu-jitsu or your game plan to it. So you can't really use positions where you're going to be even or they will have an advantage on you. So I wouldn't be a fan of chest to chest contact, let's say from half guard or anything like that. Like, I want to keep frames, I want to keep distance, I want to be able to play under them. If I can go to their back, that would be a great, position. So I'm gonna go and watch this Tarik Hopstock versus Beinn Campbell, IBJJF London Open 2025. The match starts with me pulling guard, as I always do. I get my grips. There. Something that I work on a little bit is to see what people are giving me. And in this occasion, he's as he's trying to pass my guard, he's leaning very much forward, and his legs are kind of like far away, so I can't really get to his legs. But when you can't get to the legs, you can usually get to the arms. So that's what I do. I go for like knee shield kind of setup, going into the Tarik Plata. See in a moment, I shoot the underhook here. Leg comes over. As soon as I get my hips up here, I can start clearing my bottom leg and shoot my leg through here. So I initially try to sweep him, yes, forward there. Perfect, we got the tap. So here I am fighting Catriel Rodrigues in IBJJF London Open 2025. I am not the same size as that man. It's a fun match. I've seen his matches before. He's quite good on top, does good passing as well. Straight away I pull guard. I know what I want to be setting up, so I start setting up my lapel guard. I feed the lapel out, and pretty much I try to set up like a reverse Del Riva while I'm wrapping the lapel. Catriel is pretty strong. I felt like he had some good pressure, so you got to be careful not to give him any angles or good grips. He sets up like a knee cut, and this is sort of perfect for me. As long as I still have the reverse Del Riva hook, I can still feed lapel. There, I feed the lapel under, I get the collar grip. From here, I can start elevating him over me. With these big guys, you have to kind of wait a little bit until they want to stand up. So you can see I'm kind of like trying to pull him over me, but obviously not using all my power yet, as it's not the right time to do so. So now I kick my leg through, going into the single leg X. I still have the lapel gripping wrapped around my leg and around his knee. So I switch the grip up a little bit. That way I can actually start going for his back or maybe like a toe hold. But he does a good job squaring up with me. So that's when I decide, okay, I'm gonna go and set up like just a regular footlock. And the thing is, when you're setting up footlocks on people that are standing, the whole idea is to kind of keep their foot off the floor on the leg that I'm attacking. So you'll see in a second how I'm trying to keep his leg elevated. Using my legs here, I'm pushing him away, adjusting. So there, from this angle, you can see that his foot is off the floor. I wrapped his foot pretty nicely here. And I always constantly, like, especially in the gi, I will just fight to get a better grip until I feel like it's really tightly wrapped. So from here, I think he's already feeling it to some degree. So now it's all about just making him fall. Bam. And already here, he turns in. And I just fit, yeah. And that's a tap. So the setup is quite important. Both people are sitting and you're attacking their legs. It's very easy for them to defend it. Whereas if you set it up while they're standing, their focus is mainly on keeping balance. And then by the time they hit the floor, you should have the setup already there. At least that's when I have the higher chance of finishing the footlock.